Yo, just a short informational video, totally unrelated to my playthrough. Just wanted to show that I've seen the light and I know now from playing my unarmed build that it's not the best build in the game. By far, not even close to it. I'm not gonna restart again, don't worry. I've beaten Act 1 now, even though it's not uploaded yet. I'm gonna upload it tomorrow, I think. But yeah, my last video was me being right before the final fight. So yeah, I did that fight first try and I didn't die. I was just pretty slow because I was very careful and I didn't want to get wounded, and I didn't get wounded, so it's all good. But yeah, here what many people probably know who've played the game, that parry is superior to dodge. I thought at first because you don't need a talent point for unarmed, but in the end, as you saw with my latest build, I went with a talent point anyway, because whenever I used thrown weapons, sadly my parry leveled instead of my dodge. So at the end of the day I was thinking to myself, wow, going unarmed was totally not worth it, because at the end of the day I did spend a talent. So here we have a shield user, and what I did is, because the fact remains that you will come across enemies that are a lot slower, a lot weaker to thrown weapons, to have a low dodge and a high parry. So what I did is I went with Javelin as my main. Even got a nice random drop right a second ago with this weapon, which is a bit better than the standard Javelin you get, and I got this tower shield here. I don't know if that's random. It's pretty good too, plus 20 for parry. And then here on this map I just went here and got this here, which gives you plus 10 parry. So yeah, we're at level 5 and we have 101 parry, and we have the agility talent arrow shield, which replaces dodge with parry against ranged, and also, I was pretty surprised about that, also against the magic attacks that go against parry. Against dodge? No, yeah, against dodge, I'm sorry. Everything that goes against dodge, ranged, magic, everything switches to parry. And then we have the shield mastery here, and I have the guard stance, which is kind of a wasted talent, because at some point I'm still gonna go with this, I think. But we have to get shield mastery 2, we have to get 4 talent points in defense 3, so I felt this was the best one on the second tree for me, and then I went with one-handed mastery, something I didn't know before. This is for thrown weapons and one-handed weapons, so that's actually pretty good for this build. Yeah, and I don't know what I'm gonna go with next, but I'm gonna spend one more here so I can get the shield mastery too. And yeah, so 2 more levels, and on level 7 and we will have a pretty crazy parry. This is already pretty crazy since the enemies are leveled, and as you can see I also have 60 lore, so I can use this and the mirror image. So now we have 200 parry, which also goes against ranged, and we have 62 deflection plus 37, so we have basically got 100, almost 100%. We have 99.5 hit to grace and grace to miss. And yeah, we have some armor against melee damage. And of course, once we invest into magic a little, we'll get 4 extra armor against everything, so that's gonna be 9 slash armor and 8 pierce armor and I guess 6 crush armor. And yeah, this is level 5, so this is the original video I once made for soloing on Tyranny when I had an unarmed character and took the bridge. With this character I already did those quests and I went here for this item because I know it's not a random drop, but it's a drop you get guaranteed. And yeah, since the enemies are leveled, the hit chance on 200 parry is actually very, very low. The hit chance of 100-ish accuracy against 200 parry is pretty much non-existent. I'm just gonna fight one of these guys and then end the video. I just wanted to show this. As I said, I'm not gonna restart or anything. But I also really like what I didn't... So the archers are the most accurate ones. They have 104 accuracy against 202 parry. That's gonna be pretty hard to hit, let's be honest. And of course, the more you gain lore, the more you...
I got it.
The more you can get... The longer you can get the mirror image, and with low cooldown, you will pretty much always have the mirror image. Like, I got hit right there through my 100 parry, because these guys have 72 accuracy, which is a lot less than the other guys had. But once again, if you have the mirror image on, there's gonna be no way for them of hitting me. Also, I discovered this nice little spell here. Not discovered, but I realized that it is actually really good. I didn't use that before, but I'm gonna use it on my main character as well, on the unarmed build. Because you basically have 3 or 4 different chances to hit. Yeah, you have 3 chances to hit. And even if 2 of them miss, 1 will still hit. And here we even got a crit on the last one, so that was 40 damage right there. Really, really nice. This one goes through armor, of course, but I think the damage is at least on par. And since I was looking for something that is as good as the Icicle Storm, yeah, I just found it. And I just love that you can use thrown weapons here and one-handed weapons at the same time and have the shield. That is a lot better than my current build with one arm, because I'm switching between one-armed and thrown weapons and it pisses me off. I think I'm gonna get rid of the part with one arm pretty soon, and will just be with the thrown weapons, I mean, and will just be one-armed at that point. And when that happens,
I got it.
I will mainly be attacking with spells. Right now I'm still using the thrown weapons a lot, but they take up quick slots and I don't really want to use a lot of different spells than my quick slots. So yeah, just wanted to share this. I thought this is pretty cool. I mean, most people who play Tyranny for some time already know that shields are better than unarmed. But since I'm playing unarmed right now and didn't want to give the impression that I think it's better than shield, because I don't think it's better. I think this is OP, the early game power you get out of this build. I mean, even the 100 parry, when you combine that just with spectral blur, even when you don't have
I got it.
mirror image, that's already insane.
I'm not dead yet.
Alright. Just a little inside video. As I said, I'm not gonna restart. I'm gonna keep my unarmed character, but what I will probably do once I find a really good one-handed weapon, I might switch over to one-handed instead of one-armed. I'm not gonna switch over to shield, obviously, except if I find a shield which gives you a dodge bonus, but I already leveled dodge massively, so I'm not gonna change over to parry. So yeah, I'll continue with my main videos tomorrow, and as I said, the video for the final fight in Act 1 will be there, and I'll be entering Act 2, so see you then.